Gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I join my friend from California, Mr. Garamendi. Always saying is that the President has said, with the advice from the military, that it is time to bring the war in Afghanistan home, to an end, and bring our troops home. I have the greatest respect for the gentleman who's the chairman that was just here, Mr. Young. I've signed over 10,474 letters to those who have given their life for this country, to their families. Many of families are divorced, and I take the pain home every weekend. No, it's not like being in Afghanistan, but I don't forget the war. I don't think many of my colleagues here forget the war. I want to make that clear. But when I go to Walter Reed and Bethesda, now they've been consolidated, and I've seen 4 kids that have no body parts below the waist. One of them's from Florida, Corey Kent. Now we'll forget him. The first one I ever met that had no body parts below his waist, from Florida. 23 years of age, a private in the United States Army. I look at all the waste in Afghanistan. It is a country that will never change no matter what you do. History has proven that. What Mr. Garamendi's amendment says is, let's stick to the plan that has been laid out by the President with the advice of the military. I worry about the wounded. The $12 billion that Mr. Garamendi is talking about saving could be spent to take care of the wounded. Mr. Chairman, there's a book called The $3 Trillion War, written by Dr. Joe Stiglitz and co-authored by Professor Linda Bellems at Harvard University. Dr. Stiglitz now is saying, no, it's not the $3 trillion war. When you factor in all the pain, the wounded from Afghanistan, I would rewrite the title of the book to be the $5 trillion war. Are we prepared for that tsunami that's coming? No. We are a country that's financially broke. But we owe those who have given so much. That's all this amendment is doing. It's saying, let's follow the plan by the President, advice from the generals. Let's save $12 billion and spend it on the wounded. Take care of their pain for the next 25 or 30 years. I hope that my colleagues on both sides of the aisle will look seriously at this amendment. And let's do what's right, first for the wounded and their families. Secondly, let's do what's right for the taxpayers and their families, and bring this war to an end, because if we don't do it here in Congress, there will be no end. It'll be 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Let's pass this amendment. Let's say to the President, sir, we trust you. You listen to the generals, and this is the plan to bring an end to Afghanistan, because it is a corrupt country, and nothing will change no matter what we do or how many lives we expend or how much money we expend. It will never change. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentleman from California. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The gentleman from New Jersey.
Roll call vote, please.
Pursuant to Clause 6 of Rule 18, further proceedings on the amendment offered by the gentleman from California will be postponed. For all purposes, the gentleman from South Carolina rise.
Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
Clerk will report.